Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and today is a cook with me day. Today we are making stuffed roast chicken. Okay, so first thing is, I got my roaster pan here. My chicken is in the sink. I just rinsed out the cavity. I got, this is box stuffing, friends, and this is how easy it is to doctor it up. I don't add any spices because this is herb and sage, so I don't need to add any spice to it other than a little salt and pepper. And I'm going to do an onion, but I'm not going to do a whole lot of onion because of my husband. So, let's see here. I'm just going to cut this onion up in little pieces. I could probably even get away with using some of my dehydrated onion. But I'm just going to do this little fresh onions, perfect size. And get it all peeled. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it like so. I'm not used to my little bitty knife. I need my big knife. I don't do well with little knives. I want this chopped up nice and small for my stuffing. I usually put celery in it, but I am out of celery. So, in fact, I can put a little bit of, in fact, I will. I got dehydrated celery. So you'll see how that works in it. Okay, so in goes my onion, my small onion. Okay. And with that, I'm going to do a little bit, maybe just a small handful of celery. That's about it. That's about all I need in there. Not quite a quarter cup, maybe about an eighth of a cup. Okay? To that, I'm also going to add, I got 2 packages, so I need 1 good stick of butter in here. Okay? You can use margarine. I use butter for everything. Okay? And now the water. I'm going to do, it calls for 3 cups. And I don't want it real mushy, so I'm going to start with 2 cups. And we're just going to mix this. Get this all mixed in. Real good. And you only want it to where it's moist enough just to form a ball. You don't want it real wet, because it's going to get moisture inside the chicken when it bakes. So you don't want a glob of gummied up stuffing. You want a good, nice, fluffy stuffing coming out of that bird. And that looks to be pretty good right there. See, and that was 2 cups. Now this normally would call for 3 cups. I don't have to worry about adding any more liquid to it, because it will get moist inside the bird, and that celery will rehydrate beautifully. So see, there we go. Now what I do here is I scrape it all to one side of the pan. My chicken's going to sit right there for a minute. I'm going to put some salt in his cavity and a little bit of pepper in there. And I'm going to put pepper on my stuffing. Okay? I don't need salt on there. Now look, I'm just going to take my hands, which are clean. See how this forms a ball, but yet it will fall apart? That's what you want when you're stuffing your bird. So I'm just going to form a little ball here. And I'm going to start putting it in there. Now, I don't know about, some people don't like to put it in there tight. They make it loose. I just cram it in. It's tight. I got a lot of stuffing in there. This bird is going to get nice and hot. That stuffing is going to cook, and I don't have to worry about salmonella, because I'm not going to undercook this bird. Okay, so I got a nice bunch in there. Look at that. Perfect. See that? Now I trimmed off the fat, and I left the tail on there. I'm going to put a little bit more on there. And then this part up here, you don't want to forget where the neck is. I'm going to take this little bit that I got right here, and I'm going to stuff it into this neck cavity. See that? I'll show you right there. Just push it down in there the best that you can. Pack it all in. And I pull that skin down over that the best that I can. See that? Stretch that down over there. And there's your chicken. All nice and stuffed. Now, I don't worry about the legs. I'm not tying the legs up. I'm not doing anything with that. It's just going to cook the way it is. Okay? Now I'll wash my hands and I'll show you what else. Okay, friends. Now that I got that stuffed, I'm going to take and I'm going to stick a couple little pats of butter under the breast here. I don't want to detach all the skin, but I want some of it under there. There we go. Okay. And that will be nice. See how easy that goes under there? And once you get under there, you can move it. There. Perfect. Okay. Now that that's set there, I'm going to put a little bit of garlic on top of this bird. Not much, just a little bit for some flavoring here. Maybe like a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay? Because garlic is wonderful. I think it enhances all the other seasonings. Now I'm going to do a little poultry seasoning. Now if you don't have poultry seasoning, you can certainly use some sage. I got both, but I like the poultry seasoning. Be very careful. This is very pungent. You don't want to use too much. I'm only using a 1/4 teaspoon. Stuff is wonderful. Okay, and then I'm going to do some pepper. Beautiful. That bird peppery. And a little salt on top. You can tuck his wings in. I forgot to tuck his wings in. Get right up under there. Tuck them underneath the bird. Okay. There we go. There we go, friends. So that is our stuffed chicken. I'm going to bake this at 400 degrees for the first hour. And then after that, I'm going to turn it down to 300. And it's just going to slow roast for about another 2 to 3 hours. I just want it to slow roast. And when this is done, I'll bring it back and I'll show you how beautiful it turns out. Okay, friends, my chicken is done. Take a look at that. It's slow roasted for 3 hours, and it's beautiful. We will cut. Let me slide this over just a hair, and we're going to cut. Look at that, beautiful. Absolutely. We're going to cut a slice. Look at how tender and juicy that is. Okay, we're going to cut a slice of that for Mr. Wayna. We can look at this beautiful. Now see, it's not gummy and goopy. It's nice and fluffy. That stuffing turned out beautiful. And just a little crispiness on the outside to it. Absolutely delightful. This really did turn out nice. corn and potatoes, and look it, absolutely beautiful. A lovely Sunday meal. So there you have it, friends. Give this a try. It's a beautiful way to roast a chicken. Thanks for watching.